You need to have a permit here. A gay permit.
A permit for what?
To be gay. So
I need a license for that.
you do if you're parking here, yes.
What's good, fellas? I've got some insane clips for you today, but before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want more of these videos, comment down the most entitled thing a woman has ever done to you, and make sure you stick around till the end, because the last clip is straight up wild. Let's jump straight into it.
What you taking pictures of my car for? What's the matter, love? What?
I'm looking for your. Have you got an LGBTQ permit?
Thank you, pardon?
An LGBTQ permit to park here.
What for?
Well, of course, you need to be part of the LGBTQ community in order to park here, and I'm looking for your permit, and I can't see it.
What? Love, I'm literally charging my car.
Yes, are you a part of the LGBTQ community?
What?
Are you gay?
No.
Well, you shouldn't be parking here.
What do you mean I shouldn't be parking here?
Are you trans?
No. I'm just trying to charge my car.
Well, yes, but this is where gay people. This is a safe space for LGBTQ to charge their cars.
Okay.
You can't just have everybody coming along.
So what? This isn't a safe space for
This is
for
not a
me?
safe space for you, no.
Why?
Because you're not gay.
Okay.
You're not trans.
No, I'm not.
So
Just
you know,
I just drive an electric car. That's about it.
yeah, and that's commendable, but you need to have a permit here, a gay permit.
A permit for what?
To be gay. So
The audacity to appoint yourself Border Patrol for a damn car charger. She invented a fake permit 2 seconds ago and is now trying to enforce it like it's law. It's a parking spot, lady, not a secret clubhouse for the permanently offended.
I need a license for that.
you do if you're parking here, yes.
Love,
because it's a
I'm
safe
just charging
space
my
for the
car.
Community.
Darling, I'm just trying to charge my car.
Don't darling me, please,
Beg
because
your pardon.
that's a little bit assumption there going
Okay.
on. So yes, if you could just move along. If you're not gay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine,
but then
by
where
the
else
way.
am I supposed to
It's
charge my
okay.
car?
Somewhere not so gay.
Look, I don't know what to say.
Well, what you need to say is, yes, I'm just going to move my car over there to the straight section, and
Yeah, but hold on a minute. In the straight section, there's no charges.
No, well, you have to go. There's one down the street, I think. But no, this is for the LGBTQ community. I'm sure
Okay.
you can appreciate
Yeah.
that. You know, we have a struggle, and we've managed to get this space, and then we get a permit, and you know.
Now she's talking about the struggle to justify annexing a public utility, the great civil rights battle for a parking spot. She's so progressive, she's looped all the way around to demanding segregation over who gets to charge their tax.
Don't close the window. I got her. Mother.
Get her right down. What do you need written
I
down?
have like 3 things I would like him to just grab, and he could leave it outside or give it to you or whatever, and I'll be on my merry way.
And those items are,
I can't write it down myself.
I'm not giving you my pad and pen, okay?
Why?
Because you've been
Why?
extremely rude. I'm not just going
Because
to.
I've been rude.
Do you want me to write it down for Just yourself? say it.
You don't think there's?
Just say
Yo, you're-
Listen, just because you're not getting your way,
I'm rude.
this is my property.
Yo, do your job.
That's what I
Want
am.
me to be rude?
That's what I am doing.
Huh?
That's what I am
Yeah?
doing.
Then let me get my mother.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah? How?
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 Because my sergeant's speaking with him right
I
now.
don't give a yo, you ugly piece of
Take a walk.
You think I'm rude?
Take a walk.
You take a walk.
Relax.
You're dumb as you little ass right.
She's walking around barefoot and immediately starting a fight with the cops who were there to help her. She got kicked out for cheating, but in her mind, the real villain is the cop who won't give her a pen. She's trying to direct a police call like she's a movie producer, but the show's already over and she wrote herself out of it.
What'd you say?
I wasn't talking.
Oh, sorry. I think whispering's a little rude.
I'm talking to my partner.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Fine. I'm here. We can talk.
Okay, well, you could back up a little bit.
I don't really want to.
Huh?
I don't want to. I'm hard of
Well,
hearing.
why are you getting in my personal space?
I'm
Let's
not.
start
Oh,
with
I'm
that.
sorry. You're in my personal space. I'm pretty sure that I reside here.
Doesn't his mom own the property? If he doesn't want me here, then he could ask me not to be here or his mother, right? You're just a tenant. You're a tenant. You understand that?
I'm not trying to stay here. So you're being rude. So shut the
You were
up.
sitting over there and you want to come over here and start running your mouth.
Because you won't give me a pen.
Why do I have to?
Try and hurry up and end this.
So I work hard for my property
You
and
don't
my
fucking
money.
work hard. Look at what you're doing. You're
Really?
playing charades. You're being a actor.
That's the sound of her programming crashing. The cop hits her with a single, simple fact. You're just a tenant, and it shatters her entire sense of authority. With no actual power left, all she can do is screech and throw a tantrum like a cornered animal.
That's what the f you're doing.
Our sergeant's asking what do you need out of the residence. Can I tell him the 3 items?
There's about 3 to 4 very important items to me that I would like before I leave here.
Okay, what are they?
They're sensitive to me. Can I just write them down and give it to you, please? Or I'll tell you and you can write them down. Can I tell you what they are and you can write them down and do that? Because you, sorry. I'm not talking to you.
Alright, what is it?
4 important items.
I need my purse,
Okay.
which should have at least one good working. The medications that I need are in there. So, like, in the next 3 minutes, if someone doesn't let me in to go grab my shit, what am I supposed to do?
In the next 3
Because
minutes?
that's like an emergency then, right?
You're having a medical emergency?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Alright, I'll
I've
call
been
you.
waiting here for
If you need an
when
ambulance.
how long?
If you need an ambulance, let me know.
No, I need my medication.
We're working on that right now.
No, the.
Wait, he's not answering the door for us, so we have a sergeant talking to him.
And here comes the emergency medical card. When the tough girl act fails, the next move is to suddenly have a life-threatening condition. She went from needing a few sensitive items to needing critical medication in 10 seconds flat. Her brain is just cycling through every victim tactic on a playlist to see which one gets a hit.
Dave,
Stop.
Ow!
Don't close the window. I got her. Mother. I don't care. So are you. You're not going to close the window on my hand. Right now? When? You don't slam it on my hand.
You don't get it. Since you try to hang yourself by sitting there.
No, the f I didn't, Dave. Oh, give me my purse.
Relax.
Give me my purse. Dave, go.
Relax.
She wants an Adderall? Fuck.
No, I want my Xanax and my vape and a phone to call my mother.
They're also going to call the jail with them now that it's going to be on their way.
Everything that comes out of my mouth, he's gonna get arrested, and that's like not what I'm trying to do here. So if someone can get me my purse and the 3 things that I want, you all can leave and go on with your day.
Yeah, you're causing a disturbance.
Oh, and
Let's go.
he's
Let's
not.
Go. Let's go.
Please do not touch
Let's
me.
go.
Do not touch
Come on.
me.
You're calling. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You can see her last 2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place. The master plan is to bang on the window and threaten the guy while the cops are standing right there filming. It's like trying to rob a bank and asking the security guard for a loan on your way out.
Grabbing your stuff. You're not helping.
Yes, and you're in there for 30 minutes. My legal
Relax.
is in there, and I don't want him to have it.
Relax.
You relax, bro.
Stop.
Stop touching me. You
All right,
cannot
good.
touch me.
Now you're under arrest.
For what? For what?
Disorderly conduct.
No.
Don't resist.
Dave!
Do not resist.
And criminal mission.
No! Stop, bro! Dave, I hate you, no!
Okay.
Ow, my arm! You're gonna break it, you Yo!
Why don't you just act when you're engaged?
Ask my lawyer. Ow, 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 chill!
Stop coming on the ass.
Yo! Stop!
Get in.
Yo! I don't give a
Put your foot in.
Yo! Leave me the chill! My back is fractured! Stop!
She really thought life was Grand Theft Auto and she was the main character. She just kept spamming the antagonize cops button and now she's genuinely shocked she got the wasted screen. Surprise, lady, this isn't a game and there are no respawns.
Just left. short, I met a guy on the app like a week ago, and we've been like talking on the phone a couple days this week. We agreed to meet up today, Friday at 7:30. I didn't hear from him today, the day of the date. We talked last night for like 10 minutes, but I didn't hear from him today. And I'm an anxious attachment girly. So, you know, I need some reassurance today of like, especially for a first date. We've never met in person before. We met online. So I was like, I need to know that we're still going. So I'm trying to get out of my own way. So I text him, even though I didn't want to. I text him and I'm just like, hey, we're still going, haven't talked to you today. So, you know, I want to make sure we're, you know, still on. And he's just like, oh yeah, it's been a busy day. I can call you right now. And I'm just like, oh no, that's good. Like, I really appreciate it. That was a green flag to me that he, you know, was like, oh no, it's just been busy. I can catch up with you right now. And so that was a green flag for me. But, I ended up getting ready. And I was running a few minutes behind, and I just told him, you know, after I had sent that text, like, you know, I have a 40-minute drive, so I just wanted to make sure, and that's important, so hold on to that. So I get ready. I'm a few minutes late. 7:30 we were supposed to meet up. 7:35 was about my ETA. So I'm communicating the entire time. I want to be the communicator that I want. I want people to communicate with me a certain way, so I communicate with them that way. So
Anxious attachment is the new user agreement for dating. It's a heads up that she's going to create problems out of thin air and then require you to solve them. She needed reassurance all day that he'd be there, and then she was the one who couldn't even show up on time. The double standard started before the date even did.
I'm communicating with him the whole time. He says he's there. I said, okay, I'm going to be there I'm pulling up in 5 minutes. I'm about to get off the highway. So then he tells me, oh, we have a 35-minute wait. We can go walk around the mall. Y'all are gonna be pissed off at me probably, but I did what I did. I end up just telling him like, well, at first I was just like, I called him and I'm literally like pulling up if you're in the DMV area, I live in Baltimore County, we met up in Arundel Mills. So I'm pulling up and, you know, it's a complicated parking situation and I'm just like, why was there no reservation made? Oh, I've been here multiple times. I never had to make a reservation. It's Friday. They're busy. It's a restaurant. Like, he's just like super aloof, just like, it's no big deal, whatever. And I'm just like, I drove 40 minutes. It is the evening. I am not interested in walking around the mall, like, while we wait another 40 minutes for our reservation. Like, and so I'm just like expressing my frustration to him and just saying like, you know, like I feel a little silly right now because I just drove a really long way and like you didn't even make a reservation. And so he's just like, well, just park, just get situated. Like, we'll, you know, like it's not that. Basically, just saying like it's not that big of a deal. And I'm just like, it kind of is though.
This is the first test of any date, the unexpected inconvenience. A normal person figures out a plan B. She immediately puts him on trial. Why was there no reservation made? She's not a partner, she's an auditor. He's trying to solve the problem, and she's trying to find someone to blame. The guy's already failing her secret imaginary test before she's even out of the car.
Because I just drove a really long way, and I feel a little played right now. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me take a beat. I was like, I think I told him straight up, I'm not going to be a good date to you. I was like, I'm not really happy that I drove all this way and that like I have to wait 40 more minutes. And I was like, I'm just going to take that time and go back home. So I know y'all going to probably think I was snobby for that, but I'm sorry. We can blame it on me being hangry or whatever, but I'm just like, I know myself and like, we're already in the negatives. There's no reason for me to sit here and wait with this man knowing that I'm not going to give him a fair chance. I know myself. I said, let's just reschedule. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just really frustrated about this. So he ends up, you know, I hadn't even parked at that point. So I turned right back down around and get on the highway. And so he calls me and he's just like, well, you know, I'll come to you. I'll drive 40 minutes to you. And, you know, where can we go in your area? So half of me is like, okay, I appreciate the fact that you're trying to make this even, but also now I gotta come up with some plans.
The guy makes a superhero level save. He offers to drive 40 minutes to her, completely erasing the problem she blew up in the first place. And her immediate gut reaction is to complain that now she's inconvenienced with having to make a plan. The man hands her a total victory, and she treats it like a homework assignment.
And we're still probably gonna have to wait. In my, I live in the suburbs, but still, like, so I'm like, I recognize that I'm frustrated in the moment, and I'm just like, let me take a beat for a second. Let me just, like, I'm getting back on the highway. Let me just think for a second and figure out what my next plan is, because I'm fully dressed, makeup on, whatever. And I'm just like, let me take a beat for a second. And so, I'm thinking about just saying, you know what? He's saying that he wants to come off this way. I got a couple spots that I know that we can go to, but, like, I just need to take a minute to, like, cool off. So I was going to just be chill about it or whatever. Then he presses the issue, and it's, like, basically trying to chastise me for being upset. And that's when I was just, I lost it. Because I'm just like, he was basically like, oh, well, if I had made a reservation and the restaurant was busy, what would you have done? And yeah, I was just like, are you being for real right now? If you made a reservation, we wouldn't have had to wait. If we had a reservation, that is the whole point of the reservation. And I was like, you're not being accountable. And now I'm actually getting mad. Like, I'm actually getting angry.
And that was his fatal mistake. He tried to use logic. The guy is making a perfectly reasonable point, but he's trying to have a rational conversation with someone who is running on pure, uncut emotion. Trying to debate a hypothetical with her at this point is like trying to explain physics to a cat. She doesn't want an explanation, she just wants an apology and for him to admit he was wrong.
Because, like, instead of just saying, hey, we crossed wires, I didn't think there was a reservation needed, let's try to figure something out. Like, instead of just leaving it at that, now you're trying to act like I'm wrong for being upset. And, like, it's not that big of a deal. I really was going to accept his alternative, right? And because I'm really, really trying to, like, be a better human and a better girly, but I consider myself a reasonable person for the most part, but I just could not believe you're sitting here trying to act like, well, what's the big deal? We would have had to wait anyway. No, we wouldn't. That's not the point of the reservation. And so now I'm just like, listen, sir, I'm not trying to get into it with you about this. We can just plan something for another day at this point. Because again, I'm not gonna be a good date to you tonight. I'm really getting upset now. And so, like, he starts like laughing, like, well, what? I just don't get it. Like, what's the? And I said, so now it's funny to you. I went off the deep end. I'm like, so now it's funny to you. Now it's funny to you that I'm upset about this. So I was just like, you know what? You ain't even got to worry about me, because now you just not being accountable at this point. And now I'm really pissed off. Before, we could have just called it up as a miscommunication, crossed wires, whatever. But now I'm pissed off because now you're like damn near making fun of the situation or like acting like I have no reason to be mad. Well, we would have had to wait anyway. Like, no, take your L.
All right, to be fair, laughing at a woman when she's already upset is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. That's a rookie mistake, and he definitely shouldn't have done it. But let's be real about what he was laughing at. The absolute absurdity of her having a complete meltdown over a 30-minute wait. She manufactured a crisis out of nothing, and now she's mad that he's not taking her pretend emergency seriously.
And I just got interrupted because he just called again. I'm not answering. But then, like, after that, when I'm just kind of like, you know what, I'm actually good on this whole situation because I don't appreciate the fact that you're like not even taking accountability at this point, and you're like making it seem like it's a problem that I'm upset in the first place. So I'm just like, I'm good on this, enjoy your night. So he ends up texting me, and I'm gonna put the text on here, but he ends up texting me basically like, well, you actually have a right to be angry, but I think you took it too far. And then he sends me a screenshot. I was like, see, the reservation is ready now. Like, see what I mean? Like, see, you're making it a big deal. And then he says again, well, if there was a reservation and they were busy, we still would have had to wait. No, we wouldn't. Do not gaslight me. Just say, take the L. Just take the L. Like, I really was going to give him a chance, but it is what it is at this point. I look cute. I am just going to grab something that's already ready-made at the grocery store. It is what it is. Like, maybe I'll record some content for y'all, but I'm about to take my ass back in the house. I'm already back on my side of town. He did just call me again. I don't want to talk. And at this point, it's really nothing to say because it's the lack of accountability for me at this point. So this would have been my first date of 2025. I have been dating a lot this year, but they have not been first dates. But this would have been my first date of 2025, and it was a bust. So yeah, I guess we'll just try again next week.
She was never going to give him a chance. The date was over the second it stopped being perfect, and everything after that was just her building a case to justify her own exit. She didn't dodge a bullet. She was the bullet who successfully dodged the target.
Do not come back. Do not come back. No, you will not. You will not see me. You're not allowed to be back here, ever.
Says who?
It says the restraining order that I'm going to get tomorrow.
You're not getting a restraining
I am getting a restraining order.
No, you're not.
Dude, you were cheating on me after I bought you a ring.
We were on a break.
We were on a break?
We were on a break.
A break, dude?
Yeah.
I bought you a ring.
Well, that ring wasn't on my finger before the break.
All right, bro.
We Were on a Break is the new female national anthem. She's yelling about a restraining order like she's the victim after getting caught on Bumble mid-engagement. That's the modern plot twist. Cheat and play dumb, then act like you're the one who needs protection. Man's out here holding receipts, she's holding delusion.
How was I supposed to know that you bought a ring?
Dude. Hello?
I was calling to talk things through. I want to get past this and move on.
We talked last night, and I told you I'm filing a restraining order. Like, I'm selling the ring. We're not going to be back together or anything.
I don't know why you're filing a restraining order, because we were on a break, first off. So you're just going above and beyond with that, and that's a little ridiculous.
I worked my butt off for a year and a half, bought you a ring, and was about to propose, and then you want this break for no reason. You're like, hey, can we have a break? Like, I just need some time for myself.
Okay, well, how was I supposed to know that you bought a ring?
Because we had been together for 3 years.
Well, we went on a break, and I thought we were just going to do whatever we wanted, and now I want to get back together.
She's really out here pretending a break means open season. 3 years together, dude's planning a proposal, and she's acting like she accidentally tripped and fell on Bumble. Keep that restraining order and sell the ring. That's the only win he's getting from this mess.
Because you need to get through your head that we are on a break, and what I do on that break is my business and not for you to know. We went on a break, and I thought we were just going to do whatever we wanted, and now I want to get back together.
You can't just do whatever you want and hook these guys off of the internet and then think everything's going to be okay.
Well, you weren't supposed to know about that because we were on a break, so it was really none of your business.
I posted it to TikTok, and there's about 2.5 million people that are on my side of things. So maybe you should.
What?
Yeah, I posted it online, and 2.5 million people saw it. And
why would you do that?
Because I wanted the world to know how bad of a person you were.
I'm not a bad person. We were on a break, and what I do on that break is my business and nothing that you need to know.
She's treating the "we were on a break" excuse like it's a diplomatic immunity card for relationships. He already put the evidence on display for millions, and she's still trying to argue legal technicalities. It takes a special kind of confidence to be that wrong in front of such a massive audience.
Did y'all see that they are about to start enforcing that you get a DNA test before you take your baby home and before that the man signed the birth certificate? Yes, y'all. They are about to start enforcing that in 5 states first. I don't remember which 5 states it was, but I will insert that picture down below. Yes, so you that don't be knowing who y'all baby daddy is and still making that nigga sign that birth certificate and 5 years later it's not they baby. No more of that is going on no more. They are making y'all take DNA tests with the nigga that y'all say is y'all baby daddy. before he signed the birth certificate. And I feel like that is only right, because some of these men really be happy about these babies and taking care of these babies, and then down the line when the baby starts developing and getting their features and shit, that's little run, baby. Not no more. Not no more. So yeah, they about to start doing that in 2026, January. So if you pregnant right now, you really don't know who your baby daddy is, you better find out before your due date.
Finally, something that actually makes sense. Imagine all the chaos this could have prevented. Decades of dudes raising kids that ain't even theirs. Some women are about to be real quiet when those swabs come out. 2026 is about to be the year a lot of happy families turn into Maury reruns.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I called the police. It says right there, no loitering. You're breaking the law, unfortunately. I've called the police. Hi. You want to be recorded too? This makes me uncomfortable. Hi. Hi. You want to be recorded too? You want to be recorded too? Hi.
Her solution to thinking she's being recorded is to start recording him herself. It's that flawless logic where you become the thing you're accusing someone else of, but it's okay because you're the main character. She probably left feeling like a hero too.
So apparently every girl's ex was toxic or abusive, and she was perfect. Recent studies from the University of Delusion have confirmed that no woman has ever been the problem. All right, like, I've never heard a girl say, yeah, it was me. He tried really hard, but I gaslit him and keyed his car. Never. It's always he was insecure, he manipulated me, he didn't know how to handle a real woman. All right, that's fine. I don't even care. But listen, if you've had 11 boyfriends in 9 years and every single one of them had the same problem, at some point, just mathematically speaking, that just can't be true. Right? And I'm not saying he wasn't toxic. I'm just saying you weren't out here being Mary Magdalene either. All right? You smashed his windshield, changed your number, and then posted a TikTok like, healing in silence. And now every time a guy asks for a basic respect, he's controlling. Every time he checks in, he's giving narcissist. It's wild how every ex becomes a villain as soon as you're done using them. More likely than not, sometimes he was the problem, sometimes you were the problem. And sometimes you all just need God and not a new boyfriend.
You're not just her new boyfriend. You're the next contestant on a game show where the grand prize is getting blamed for everything her last 5 exes did. You have to learn the entire history of their toxic crimes, just so you don't accidentally repeat one and become the next villain in her little cinematic universe.
Torturing my husband's best friend. He's basically my brother. Plus, his girlfriend recorded this. Did you think by adding that to the video was gonna make it any less cringe or uncomfortable for people that are watching? And saying that it's your brother and then you're trying to grind on someone you consider to be your brother is still also very weird. You can tell from the video how uncomfortable that man was. He was trying everything to get away from you, and you kept following him and trying to grab on him so you can twerk on your husband's best friend. Maybe the girlfriend is just afraid of you why she didn't say anything, or she didn't know exactly what you were going to do until after you did it. It's one thing to try to troll people you consider your friends, but whenever you're trying to troll someone in a sexual way, it's always going to look a little odd. It's going to come off weird to people. Again, that's someone you view as a brother, your husband's best friend, and you're trying to throw ass on that man.
But just flip the script for a second. Imagine her husband grinding on her best friend, his sister, for a funny video. He'd be crucified online and sleeping in his car by midnight. But when she does it, it's just a harmless prank for social media clout. The double standard is insane. Anyway, that's my take on it. If you agree, drop a like on the video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what comes next. I'll catch you in the next one.
A simple delay explodes into a full date disaster. Secret spill. Truth hits hard, and reality wins again. Child support turns into a jealous, messy courtroom showdown. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.